Hello and welcome to the first ever video of Professional Foul. My name is Craig and follow me along in this journey as I take Oldham Athletic all the way from the bottom of Skybet League 2 to the top of English football. I decided to go with this save because it could be quite difficult. There are 0 transfers available until the 1st of January and we have a massive $4 million debt due to a $4.7 million bank loan taken out. We have pretty much nothing in the way of sponsors and really not anything in season tickets either. A measly $1.2 million in season tickets is not enough to keep a club afloat for a full season. I don't expect to get many people in the gates during the season either, so by the time the end of the year comes around, I could see us a couple $1 million in the hole. First year goals, they want us to play entertaining soccer. I've gone with a 4-2-3-1 with attacking mentality for that. They want us to develop players using the club's youth system. I have rated the under 18 and under 23 for anybody that is available. And they want us to play attacking soccer. Again, 4-2-3-1 on attack. They want us to work within the payroll budget. Well, that's easy to happen when you don't have any transfer funds. They want us to avoid relegation this year. That is going to be easy. I plan on competing for automatic promotion. They want us to reach the second round of the FA Cup. I also would like to reach at least the third round. They want us to be competitive in the Carabao Cup. And they want us to be competitive in the Papa John's Trophy. Hopefully we can meet the group stage of the Carabao Cup and pass the first round in the Papa John's Trophy. Next year and beyond, my contract expires at the end of next year, and they want us to reach the Skybet League 2 playoffs next year. Hopefully we're already in League 1 and again competing for a playoff in that league. We're going to need it just for the monetary gains alone. We've set up the training. We've brought in all new staff. We even filled in our under 18 and under 23 staff, although we don't have the money for it. We've met the club. We had the team meeting. We've raised morale to a good club atmosphere. It wasn't the best preseason. Leadership support is average and team cohesion is, hell, less than preferred is the easiest thing to say. After rating the under 18s and under 23s, this is the starting 11 that I've decided to go with. If there was a young person on the squad that has potential to be something special, I've sacrificed a little bit of ability now for long-term gain later. They're a little bit tired now. You missed the first game against Newport County. We were at home and we did draw 0-0. It was not an offensively spectacular game, with Vaughn being very unimpressive at a 6.0 in his debut. Starting up front, we got Junior Lumumba. Again, we went with youth. 2.5-star ability, 5-star potential, a determination of 4, never, ever, ever, ever likely to reach his full potential with such a low determination. But really what we're doing now is we're giving a young guy that has the chance to be something of himself the ability to get games, play, and raise that value. So next year in League 1, when we do sell him, or if we keep him as a depth option, we have a reliable option. We have Dallas Keeler done over on the left wing in an inverted winger attack role. He is a very good player. 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. The 23-year-old I expect to be one of the key players leading this side all season long. He doesn't have the leadership, and I have had a terrible job at trying to get anything out of the left wingers in this version of Football Manager. Football Manager 22 has been very hard for me in the left wing position, but I think Keeler Dunn is somebody that can provide the spark at least in League Two. Harry Vaughn comes in at an attacking midfield center in the shadow striker position. He is a 17-year-old child. Like I said, was very unimpressive, quite disappointing in his debut at a 6.0 average rating. He's got some value. He can be somebody that can be sold along in the future, or somebody that hopefully can grow up to be very important for this team. He has a 13 determination, but is quite short at 5'3". He's not going to beat anybody in the air. So hopefully, as he grows up, he gets more experience, he gets better. That 2-star turns into 3, 3.5, hopefully even 4 stars as we move up the league. Dylan Bahambula, nailed that one. He's leading the side at the right winger position, winger on attack. He is somebody that I expect fantastic things from. He is one of the older guys on the field for us at 26 years old as a starting 11 player. He's got 4-star ability, 4.5-star potential. He's pretty much who he is at this point in time in his career. But he has more than the ability to do everything possible to lead this side. He's got 13 dribbling, 14 flair, 13 pace and acceleration, as well as 14 technique. He is going to be somebody that I expect to run the ball down the right-hand side and do all sorts of crazy awesome things for it at this league. The 21-year-old loanee from Sheffield, Alex Hunt, is playing the box-to-box midfielder role for us. He is exceptional. 4-star ability, 5-star potential. He is somebody that I would love to bring in permanently, but at $3.8+ million, he is somebody that is probably only going to be on the team for this year. He doesn't really have the pace and acceleration to be the box-to-box midfielder, but he is a very well even player, so he's got the attributes everywhere else. He is also going to be a key free kick, corner, as well as a penalty taker for this team. He not only is going to lead the side, he has to lead the side as easily the best overall player on the team. I need him to perform well. At a 7.0, he was one of the best fielders that we had during the game. He needs to do a lot of that a lot of times this year in order for us to beat anybody that I want us to beat. Christopher Mislew, nailed it. He is lining up next to Hunt, the 29-year-old center midfielder on advanced playmaker on attack, 6.5 in his first game. Not impressive at all, considering lining him up at central midfield on support. That's a position that's gotten very good match ratings in this football manager, and he's got the attributes to do it. 3.5-star ability. He is not getting any more potential. He doesn't have value, but he is on a low salary. Hopefully, when his contract comes up, somebody that we can get to accept an even lower salary. Benny Koto comes in as our left defender. He's a fullback on support, and he's one of those players that, well, he gets the starting nod because of his age and potential. He is 17 years old with a 5-star potential, and he's valued at $375,000. He is somebody that, although he is 5'9", I expect will go up in the leagues with us. At 17-year-old, he's got 12 corners, 11 crossing, 11 marking. He's got a long throw of 14 with a possess long throw trait already on. Decent acceleration at 10 and pace at 11. With determination at 13, teamwork at 12, this is somebody I expect to be very, very good for us in the future. Along with Missalou, Carlo Piergiani is the oldest player in the starting 11 at 29 years old. 3-star ability. At this level, he can still do it. And next year in League One, if we get there, no, definitely not championship, but in this level, he can still do it. He has a heading of 16. He's not extraordinarily tall at 6'1", but he's tall enough with a jumping reach of 16. He's got a leadership of 14, so he will be the captain for this team. As well as his experience, hopefully he can mentor players like Benny Cotto to be long-term solutions for this team as we go up into League One and the championship, and then possibly be even reserve players for this side once we eventually make our way into the Premier Division. Harrison McGahee lines up alongside Piergiani. He's 25 years old, 3-star ability, 4-star potential. You know, nothing spectacular shows up. He only has a $55,000 value. So this is a player that's just going to be here for a season or two, maybe even 3, because I do like consistency as we go into the first year of a new division. He is what he is. He's giving us what he gives us. Nothing spectacular, nothing special, but hopefully enough to get us out of the bottom and into the top of League 2. Then lastly, as a fielder, Jordan Clark comes in as our right defender. He's playing wingback on support. Decent acceleration and pace for this level at 3 stars. The 29-year-old isn't going to get any better, but he's going to give us what he has at this level. And at this level, he's a pretty good player, being that he's a wingback of the crossing of 10, the passing of 11, even flair of 10, and dribbling of 9. It's going to have to be enough because we don't have the money to get any better. Then lastly, it's the starting 11. Jason Lutweiler is coming in at goalkeeper defender, 3.5-star ability. He is going to be good enough to get us through this league and hopefully League One as well. We'll go through the bench and the reserves as we use them. I'm the type of manager that likes to do full rotations, so I will make the starting 11 give everything they got, and if there's a tight congestion, just completely run them into the ground and then use the reservists and backup players in the next game. They'll be fresh, they'll be ready to go, and hopefully the fatigue level is something that can overmatch the upcoming opponents. So I'm going to simulate ahead, get to the next game. It's going to be the Carabao Cup first round against Hull. You'll get to see them. Then we'll simulate forward to Colchester. You'll see us play them at home. And then lastly in this episode, you will see Tranmere in the first game of the Papa John's Trophy. Alright, here we go. First game of the Carabao Cup. A much smaller side in Oldham going against a much bigger side in the Skybet Championship team, Hull City. We're at home. I don't expect anything good to come of this game, but we are going to play our style and hopefully by the graces of the FM gods we can pull out a spectacular finish and get something against a team that we shouldn't even be on the same field as. We're going to tell the players the pressure is on all of them. It's only the second game together, so they don't care. The Hull are in their orange and black kits, we're in our blue and white kits. And Mr. Lee takes the ball early in the game. If we can get an early lead, nothing but a pipe dream. Baxter with the easy save. I was going to say, if we could get an early lead off the opening kickoff, that would be more than fantastic for us going forward. Over 15 minutes and 17 minutes, we just get the second highlight of the game as a very well set up free kick. We're actually beating, if you look at the stats, we are currently beating Oldham. We've got 6 shots to 0, 3 shots on target. We're beating, obviously, XG because they don't have any. We're winning in possession. Ball into what? Look who we're done. We're done off of the post. I thought this was going to be a spectacular early goal for us. Oh, that would have been so awesome to take a lead against Hull. And now we let the clock just drip down until we get the next highlight. I was going to do some shouty, but it is a highlight for us, so we'll let this play out, see what happens. Piergiani to Hunt back to Lutweiler, now to Piergiani. Is this just a game of monkey in the middle between Piergiani, Hunt, and Lutweiler? Nope, it's a ball forward to Hugh and Bala that didn't need to be there, and now, of course, it's a Hunt all alone offsides. So we will get this shout in now. We are going to demand more because we want more. We are beating Hall, but we need goals. We don't win games without goals. Hunt taking a free kick from deep. Cannot see what's going on. Oh, I thought McGahee was going to get pushed. And Bala the header up and over the keeper and beat him. Just couldn't. The ball would drop over the keeper, hit the offside of the crossbar. So that was a spectacular first half. XG 0.63 to 0.07. They've had one shot in the first half. We had 9, 3 on target, 57% possession. We've 88% pass completion. There's a 79. We are 4 for 4 for tackles. We do ease off tackles because I hate cards, can't stand cards. I don't like players getting booked. I don't like them on yellows. I don't like being a man down on a red card because usually if you've got 10 men or less, you're not going to win a game. I want all 11 on the pitch for all 90 plus minutes. We're walking all over them in headers as well, 71% to 60. Average rating a 6.95 to a 6.67. Every facet of the game, we are beating a much bigger side in Hull City. Luamba not playing well up front, a 6.5. We might have to think about changing him off. Keeler Dunn, 6.7. Vaughn, okay at a 6.6. A lot better than the 6.0 he had last game. Bahan Bula, like I said, he's going to need to lead the side for the attackers, a 6.9. Hunt, very well at 6.8. Mislu doing much better at a 6.9. I talked myself into it from the advanced playmaker to the central midfielder because of the better match ratings. Koto, Piergiani, McGahee, Clark, and Lutweiler, all the defensive players, all at a green 7.0 and better. Lutweiler, how are you at a 7.2 when you haven't even faced a shot? Don't lose the faith. No, I'm happy with how we've dominated possession. That's going to get some green faces. Boom. Green, smiley, happy faces. Hopefully this motivation is what we need in the second half to kick off, get a goal, and get an upset win at home over Hull. Piergiani has a yellow. We're going to ease off on tackles. We need him in the game, but we don't need him with another card. We're going to encourage the guys to try to get more green, smiley, happy faces. Because again, we need goals. We need a win. We don't want this going into the lottery of a penalty kick. Vaughn no longer playing well at a 6.3. But he's got a penalty kick of 9. Do we move Balambola over there? Penalty kick of 10. Hope. Penalty kick of 6. So the guy that we would bring on for Vaughn has a penalty kick of 6. That is a no. Obadiah, he's got a penalty kick of 9. So I could take Vaughn off, move it to a 4-2-4 with the 2 strikers up front to give us a more offensive chance. Talked myself into it. That is what we're going to do. We are going to bring Obadiah on for Harry Vaughn. We're going to move Luamba over, Obadiah up. He is going to be advanced forward on attack. So, Hope Obadiah, 3-star ability, 3-star potential, 31 years old. He would probably be leading the side as the attacking forward this year if we didn't have Luamba with the youth movement that we do. Hopefully moving him up, fresh legs, higher ability than the kid in Vaughn, and the better equal penalty taking will be enough to get us a goal. Piergiani is absolutely exhausted. He came into this game tired. So we are going to bring on Cisse. He is not a central defender. He is a defensive midfielder. But at this level, a 6'5", I had no choice but to make him a central defender. Cisse is going to be our first backup off the fence every single day. And in this case, he's got a little bit better penalty taking too. He's a 7 with penalty taking, where Piergiani was a 3, plus Piergiani is an on a yellow. I've already established I don't like cards. I know Clark is absolutely exhausted and wants to come off, but you know what? At this level, I gotta keep him. Gotta keep him on just in case there's an injury. Cannot be running around with 10 guys. We're gonna point the finger. I have faith in you. Cisse is actually motivated. I didn't expect him to be motivated this early into the season when the players don't know me and they don't care what I have to say. And now we are going to demand more because I can, because I want more, because we need more. We got less than 10 minutes left in this game. Still, nothing has happened. Hull, as you can see by the stats, has now even come back into this game. They are even out shooting us now with 6 shots on target. Their XG is better. They're still not getting possession, but their passes completed have improved and their headers have improved. The average rating for them has improved to a 6.72. They've done much better in the second half than us. So I don't want any craziness. So we are going to do what we do. Right side, left foot. Left side, right foot. We want to work them onto the inside of the pitch. Do not let them overlap around. Wilkes is having a good game. So we are going to weak foot and trigger press. We are going to tight mark Smith. We are going to weak foot Saeed Manesh. We are going to press and go hard on the captain, Regan Slater. Hopefully that's enough to take the ball away from them and give us the win. We can do it now, so we are going to attempt to fire up the players with less than 5 minutes. We have pretty much just extra time. Nobody at all enjoyed the fire, but we do have the ball. Let's see if we can do nothing. Nope, Slater takes it away from this loop. Can we get it back? Bahampour gets it back. Hunt. Through ball. Somebody. Keeler done. Way deep in the corner. He's going to hook it in or pass it back. He's going to press it back. Hunt. He got it. He just passed it in the goal. I don't know how that went in. I don't care how that went in. Hunt. His first goal from Keeler Dunn. Keeler Dunn gets it deep, and he doesn't hook it in. He passes it back, and Hunt literally just unexplainably bad shot. Nothing on the shot, but Nathan Baxter unable to get down to save it. We have the lead, so we're going to back it down. Too cautious. We're going to time waste sometimes. We're going to do shortly passer, shortly lower tempo. We're not going to overlap. We're not going to pass into space. What are we going to do else? When possession's lost, we're going to regroup. We're going to hold shape. We're going to slow the pace down. We're going to take off, prevent short goalkeeper. We're going to lower the trigger press. We are going to do whatever we got to hold on to this 1-goal lead. We didn't even need to make those changes. How did we beat Hull 1-0? They must not have had a full-strength team because there is no reason we should have won this game. We did. I'm happy. Cisse came in 6.8. Obadiah came in 6.7. Piergiani had a good game before coming off exhausted at 7.3. Fawn at a 6.4. Not as good as last game, or better than last game, but not as good as what we need. And Hunt, game-winning goal, 7.9. Misunu better, 7.1. Lutweiler got a shutout. In the second half, he had to work hard for his money. He was the best player, 8.4 with an 8 save clean sheet. Fantastic. That is how we wanted to play against a much bigger side. Everybody is backtracking. Nobody believed in us. I didn't believe in us. So we'll do the press conference. We'll give everybody pats on the back, and we will skip forward to, what did I say, Colchester? You'll see us for the Colchester game in just a couple of minutes. Hello and welcome back, everyone. I've missed you immensely. What you missed was a very unexciting game, full rotation against Colchester. Yeah, Obadiah didn't play bad, but Badby, Hopcutt, and Hope, again, the attacking midfield, not playing great. That's been something I have struggled greatly with in FM22, the attacking midfield. The right wingers have been meh, inconsistent. An attacking midfielder hasn't really been great, and the left wings have been bad. I don't know if everybody else has had these same issues, but it has not been fun. It doesn't matter if I play the 4-2-3-1, if I play a 4-3-3, if I play a 4-3-3 with a DM. The left wing has always been bad. The right wings have been inconsistent, and if I have a formation with an attacking midfield center, it's not turned out well. I don't know what it is with the match ratings in this match engine for those positions. But regardless, at home against Colchester, it was 0-0. And if you look at the bottom left-hand side, notable events, 7 yellow cards. Hate cards, can't stand cards. It was talked about a lot in the media. There were 3 media sessions all about yellow cards. I don't believe it was fair that we had 15 fouls and they had 9, and we had 7 yellow cards and they had 0. The ref definitely was in the pocket of Colchester at that game. He did everything he could to give them a game, even with a full rotation. We had more possession, 57%. We got destroyed by headers, and shots and on target were pretty close to each other. An average rating, they beat us just barely at a 707. We had a 687. Rogers off the bench, well, as a reservist, got a 7.3 with a clean sheet. But that's not important. What is important is we are here for the Hartlepool game, the second round of the Cup. We are in their house, but we are fully rotated. I would assume if they played a game on the weekend, which I would expect, they played their starters, so they are not fresh for this game. We can take a look. They do have a couple of tired players, so they 100% played their starters. They have Sykes coming in playing his first game. So we do left side, right foot, right side, left foot. We are going to weak, and being that they have just the one up front, we're going to do always and always. Hopefully that's enough. Joe White has played very well this year. Harry Green has played very well this year. Getting good performances from a splattering of players all over the pitch. Hopefully we can mess that up today and get another win in the Cup to move into the third round. As you can see, complete rotation. They are rotated 2, 4, 6 new players on the field. I want to be impressed. Miss Lou is the only one coming out the locker room totally excited. Let's see if the individuals change it. You know, that's one thing I don't see a lot of video content creators do. Go to the second round of motivation. So that's 2, 4, 5 more players that are motivated that were not motivated before. I see a lot of YouTubers just do the first round of talks and then walk away regardless of what was said. And then I also see, for those that do, they'll go defenders and then do a talk, midfielders do a talk, attackers do a talk. I prefer to go with the individual route and just click the boxes of people that weren't motivated, because from what I've seen, a lot of times if you do, let's say in this case, Misalu was excited or happy, I'll go and do a midfielder and then do a talk. That motivation is actually going to turn into a demotivated or an aggressive or competent. It turns to a red indicator instead of a green smiley happy face. So I've seen that the individual comments on the second round work better. That's what I see. What do you guys see? Give me a comment down below on what you guys are experiencing, or if you are going to try and use this system moving forward. Ground level camera, don't care. Nothing off of the early kickoff, which is good. It's not usually a good thing to have a kickoff highlight over 10 minutes in and no highlights. Crouching in on the 15, and I will do the encourage. I do see also a lot of people that do a motivating shout before a 15-minute comes in. So you're actually doubling up on the motivating green smiley happy faces when they're already happy coming out of the locker room. I do see that quite a bit. I like to always have him happy. Missily with the goal from Bahambula as he passed it back off of the throw-in. That was very nice. Now we're going to praise the players because we are ahead on goals. Cat is there. Cat wants attention. Cat's getting no attention. It's me and you guys and a football manager game right now. That was very nice. We're done. Bahambula had it back to Missily. Bahambula pumped. Did you see that? Bahambula pumped even before the goal went in. He knew what was going to happen. Green, smiling, happy faces, mostly on the back of Bogle. Ooh, Bogle almost made it, so that lead did not last very long at all. But with the green, smiling, happy faces thing, yeah, so I see people that I think waste their encouraging shout. While many or most, if not all of the players are already happy from the talk that you did coming out of the locker room. Ooh, I thought Vaughn was going to put that in. So I don't understand why a lot of people waste those early shouts. Wait until they're purple, like they are now. Then do your encouragement shout at around the 15-minute mark. Nothing happens. Around the 25th to 27th mark, you're going to be able to do a shout again. Then do your shout again. I don't understand why people waste their shouts when the players are already happy. I don't see, obviously I've not done the research, but I don't see how it benefits you to waste a shout when the player is already happy. Because if you shout too many times during a game, the players don't care. If anything, it can make them demotivated. And we are very good first half. Green, smiley, happy faces. I always like green, smiley, happy faces. So, first highlight in the second half, we are cycling through our back half. Lambula pushes it forward to Keeler Gunn, who didn't even look like he was running. I thought he was going to turn the ball over there. Kodo Misalo is now in the center. He's got all kinds of things that he can do with it. He doesn't. Back to Misalo. Again, all kinds of things he can do. He finds Clark down on the right-hand side, who's going to push it back and then cross it over. Oh no, back now the cross. Vaughn. How did Vaughn find his way through the defender? It must have gone off the leg a little because he is highlighted right there. So that must have deflected off little, allowing the goalkeeper not to see. Let's see what happens. I'm getting closer because for whatever reason I have it on TV, so you can't see what happens. It might have clipped him, but if anything, the clip kept it into the goal. Very nice. We're up 2-0 in the 60th minute. It looks like the rotation for the cup worked, and we are going to move on to the third round. Improve reputation, improve TV, improve tickets, improve the team atmosphere and the club ambitions. I'm gonna get some promises approved. Nice. Where are we? You know what? do. Vaughn having a good game with his first goal, the 17-year-old question mark? Yes. So Luamba was the youngest goal scorer earlier. So that goal that he scored earlier in the season was the youngest for a Oldham player. Obviously, Vaughn is now going to break that ban that he is 17, but it is not a league match goal, so he is not going to get the youngest league match goal scorer. So I'm thinking if I want to change Keeler, Dunn, and Luamba, being the congestion, I do not. I want them all playing on the pitch to get more familiarity. They have changed some players, so I'm going to come in here, see if we need to move everything around. They have a new striker, so we do. We're going to go weak. We're still left with the right with the left. We're doing well. White is playing well, and he doesn't look like he would be a free kick taker, so I am going to press him there. Those changes will guarantee a win. I've called it right now, technically in the 72nd minute. Balambula looks like he's given everything. Well, he needs to give a little bit more because he is the highest rated player today, and we are not taking anybody off unless of injuries. Balambula still got by his man. He's a big man compared to the others. He ripped a shot in to Bilikovic, and he was saved. We're going to get a corner. And who's taking it? Who's taking it? Couto is taking it. I don't know why you pass it back to him. He was obviously going to be offsides. That was just dumb. Wasted a possession. I have Vaughn playing outside of area, so he could have passed it back to Vaughn. I don't know why he went back to somebody that was clearly offsides. Balambula, regardless, player of the match with an assist into Vaughn, I believe that was the assist, because I think Clark assisted Misalu. I have no idea. I don't remember. Leutwiler, you have seen as another clean sheet. Vaughn, his best game. Balambula, his best game. Clark, Kodu, Piergiani all played well. Misalu with a goal. We had the shot advantage 19-5, on target advantage 6-4, XG advantage 1.85 to 1.31. They had a likelihood where they could have scored. Leutwiler played well. We had a 9% advantage on possession. Passes completed, we did better. We had a better percentage for tackles, and the tackle numbers weren't that far off. We destroyed them 22% on headers, and the average rating almost a full point better. They had a 6.59, we had a 7.50, and you guys have seen yet again another win on camera. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Green, smiley, happy faces all around. Everybody getting ice cream after the game. Let's see. Where did I say we were going to come back next? We will come back to play Tranmere in the final game of August, as well as the final game of this episode. So we will do another full rotation, play Sutton off camera, do some training, do some media interviews, and do a little bit more scouting that I believe I will eventually show you guys and talk about how I do my lower league scouting, because when you have only 2 or 3 scouts, it is very difficult to find somebody to do it. But we will talk over that and work around it here very shortly. I'll do those things, play Sutton off camera, and be back with you shortly. Hello and welcome back to the Papa John's Trophy. Group B, going against League 2 Tranmere. We are at home. I'm totally hoping for a win. We did a full rotation on our last game, and, well, our luck has ended. As you can see, a big red circle right there. We lost 2-1 against Sutton. It could have gone either way. As you can see, Hopcut had a bad game. Hope had a nice goal. Foggy, Faggy, however you want to say his name, Dylan, did not have a good game. He actually moved over to replace Hope in the attacking midfield right when Hope went down with an injury and didn't do well after that. Sissy, however you say the little slashy thing, I don't know English. It's it's tough. It's tough. He kind of got an own goal against him. Wilson technically was the scorer for Sutfeld, or Sutton, sorry. All the Sutton and Sutfeld fans, please don't come at me. Wilson was the goal scorer for Sutton, although it kind of went off Cisse's leg to go in. And that's why he's on a 6.5. Otherwise, we would have tied. We had more shots. They had more on target. The XG was pretty much even. Possession was pretty much even. Passes, we had them by 3%, so it was even. They had a hell of a game with their tackles, and they beat us by 8% there. Average rating was very close. If they didn't score that goal, or if we scored an opportunity, Jameson had a clear on header with about 5 minutes or so left during a corner that could have gone in. It would have been a tie. It could have gone either way. And in this case, Sutton at home, it went, it went their way. But other than that, we are continuing to scout. I will have a lower league scouting video that I will come out, because I believe there's really only one way to scout in the lower leagues. And I think many of you are wasting your resources. And I'll get to that and talk about that during the video. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna give a little, I'll give a little spoiler. Not everybody is using all of their staff members. And I'll leave it there. As we get on to the Tranmere game against, get on to the Papa John's game against Tranmere. We have a couple of players. Hunt is on international duty. That's why you see a substitution performance in there. He came on late in the game because I knew I wasn't going to have him, so I did not have to worry about full fatigue. But I really don't have anybody to replace him. So what are we going to do? We're going to put Vaughn there. What is he good at? I think we're going to go box to box, because that's what we normally play. So we'll go box to box. Then we'll do Bahambula there. And we will bring Nicky Adams on for that. What foot is he? He's a right, so he is going to play winger on attack. And we got 3 guys playing out of trained position. And Hope is not available, so we're going to bring Stobbs on. And that is what we are going to do today. Boom, Nicky Adams gets his first attempt to start. He is normally just a backup. He is a backup. Harry Vaughn, coming off of that goal that he had in his last game, a 6.48 in the last 5. That includes a preseason, but a 6.53 total. If he can come in and play well or score off the back of his 7.3 that he had the last game, I will greatly appreciate and take it. You see a couple of green arrows. He is getting better. I'm going to be checking on him a lot. Junior Lumbala, I'm going to be checking on him a lot. He's somebody that could be important for the future, although the determination, I don't expect it. And Benny Couto, or Koto, however you want to say it. Let me know how I pronounce that man's name. Those 3 guys are really guys that I'm going to be looking in a lot to see how much better they are getting. All right, let's call it a day and move on. And changes, obviously, because we fully rotated last game. They have 5 changes. I mean, we are definitely weakened up front with Clark going on international duty, because you got Vaughn playing more appropriate position, not necessarily role, but a more appropriate position. But he's not trained there. Nicky Adams comes in. He's actually being trained on the left wing because of the fatigue factor for Badby. Badby has, again, as we've already talked about, no stamina, so I expect him to need to come in a lot on the games that Badby plays. And Bahambula is playing in, that's probably a more appropriate position at Shadow Striker in the attacking midfielder center, but he is not being trained there. So we got 3 guys playing out of trained role. Possibly more appropriate positions for them, but they're not trained there. But hopefully with the rest of the players and them doing well, Bahambula, do it. I mean, you could have turned and fired. You had Luamba sitting there. He was unmarked, so you could have gone that route. But it looks like we are doing early pressure against Tranmere. If we can take advantage and get a goal within the first 5 minutes, that would be fantastic. Miss Lee, Vaughn going on a run. First time to Keeler Dunn. We made that look easy. Very good job. Keeler Dunn, his first goal of the season. Vaughn one-timed it from, who was that, Adams? No, Miesler. Miesler got it from Adams. Vaughn one-time pushed it to Keeler Dunn. Keeler Dunn literally just had to run and slide it in underneath the goalkeeper. That is how you start off, gentlemen. Now we are at the top of the tail as Leeds and Salford are drawing. The praise. Ooh, I hit the praise. Didn't go through. Let's see what happens here. I may have to cancel it. Might have to cancel the shout unless we get something here. Keeler Dunn intercepted. It's like it was passed right to him, to be honest. He's going to go back. Oh, he loses the ball. He really should have turned back and been able to get it to Kodo. Is he going to steal it? No, we're going to head it. It's going to be ours. Didn't even head it. Fell to McGahee's feet. Missalou over to Adams. We're going to bring it. We're going to go wide out here with it. No, he passes it over to Vaughn. And now Vaughn's the one that makes it go wide to Tyler. We're retaining possession very well. I mean, if you're going to retain possession, just pick your shots. You are making your own chances. I mean, they're not pressing us out. Keeler Dunn with a second time. Keeler Dunn with a second time from Vaughn. Vaughn is playing lights out in this box-to-box role. Keeler Dunn on the beneficiary end of Vaughn's passes for 2 assists. Is Vaughn next year's box-to-box midfielder after Clark goes back to his parent club? If this game is any indication, the answer to that question is yes. He has played lights out with his passing. He can't run, so maybe that excludes him from the opportunity. He could be a central midfielder support, and I could put somebody else in the box-to-box. Bahambula with a shot. Ooh, it gets pushed aside. It was a one-on-one. He really could have done much better with that opportunity. Now we are even with Salford in the table. We're on top of them probably because of goal differential, because we have 2 goals. They are now beating Leeds under 23. Let it go. Good job. I truly thought Clark was going to go after that ball and pass it right back into their striker. Jolly, that's his name. We are playing very, very, very well. Tranmere's had 1 shot, nothing on target. 0.11 XG. We have a 1.75 XG. We're destroying them in possession, walking all over them in passes, 89% to 72. We're 3 for 3 for tackles. They're at 90%. They're doing well, but I mean, look at the headers. Complete domination. 35% better. They have an average rating of 6.48. We are at 7.22. So far, the full rotations for the cups are working out to our benefit. We're going to give them green smiley happy faces because of the domination and possession. We could have done the shots on target, but I like having the ball. Can we get something off of his throw-in? Clark to Luamba. Bam! His second of the season. Very nice. He headed that in. What's his header rating? A header rating of 8 with a 5'10" player. He somehow just I mean, if he stayed in here a long time, he Michael Jordan there. He just came in from the free throw line and just, oh, mine. Good job. Nice job from Clark, though, too. That was not an easy opportunity created. So far, trainers doing all kinds of changes. I mean, they're changing formation, they're changing players, they're doing everything, and we are just running away with it. We're going to praise the guys, although we don't need to. It could make them complacent. Kodu looks like he is complacent. He already is complacent, so maybe that will change to a green smiley happy face. Nobody is tired at the 70th minute due to the rotation that we've been doing. Vaughn is playing well out of position. Balambula is playing well out of position. Adams, serviceable. He's not screwing it up. They've made changes. We probably don't need to do anything to adjust to their changes because they've gone more defensive. But when they do a wing back, I like to do left side, right foot, right side, left foot, and I like to press them because they're the wingers. They're the ones coming around the outside. And we're going to tight mark and trigger press here. We are playing fantastically. Like their best player no longer on the pitch, 6.9. They've already made 3 changes. And again, they're still just swapping players with them everywhere. Are we going to capitalize on this opportunity and go up 4-0 on Tranmere? Hopefully we can beat Tranmere this bad if we win. That'll be nice. Picking our spots on the left-hand side. Nice little triangle there. Another triangle. Balambula from deep. I don't think he missed that one. I don't think he missed that one. Forcing the keeper to go long. Jolly somehow chests it down, their striker. At least he was earlier. I don't know if he's still their striker now. Fortunately tackles it away, but nobody went for the ball. Rootweiler, one save. Oh! They had an easy. I mean, Rootweiler was down. Glatzel had an open opportunity. All he had to do was push it forward. He taps it wide. Leeds scored a goal. Now they're drawing against Salford. Vaughn has a yellow, so we are going to ease off here because we do not need him getting sent off and being unavailable for the next game. Again, they are changing their formation and tactics like crazy. They were trying to find any way to get through, and it didn't. Rootweiler had an easy clean sheet. He saved all of his 2 shots. Keeler, Dunn, player of the game, an 8.8, 2 goals. He was the beneficiary of Vaughn's 2 assists, who was easily his best game. And the back 4, Kodo, Piergiani, McGahee, Clark, a 7-5 through an 8-2 respectively. Very good job from them on the back end. I mean, this was complete domination. 20 shots to 8, 7 on target to 2, a 2.42 XG to 1.05. They played a lot better defensively in the second half, but you saw their formation. It was what, a 5-1-1, or what would you 5-2-1-1. So I mean, they really went defensive. It didn't work out for them. Well, I mean, it kept us from really scoring any more goals. 64% percentage. They had no time with the ball. Still destroyed them at 19% better in headers in the second half. A 7.74 average rating to a 6.37. We need to do that a lot more often. Nice work, everybody. That was good. So yeah, we'll see a couple of games in August, and maybe just one in August, and we'll switch mostly into September. Let's take a look. What do we have coming up? So we have 2, 4, 5 games for September. Millwall was who we drew. We are going to play them on the road. I do not expect to move past the third round in the Carabao Cup, we are going to get walked all over. So we will probably see Barrow, maybe, and Millwall and Rochdale in September. Other than that, we are going to blow through September to get to the 7 games that we have prepared to play in October. That's 7 games in October, 6 games in November, and yeah, those 2 months are going to be tough on the legs. Many more full rotations, kind of like we had in August when we played 2, 4, 6, 8 games. So a lot of full rotations in those 2 months. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like. If you have questions, leave a comment. If you have suggestions, leave a comment. Remember, this is really just what, the first video. I haven't edited the videos yet. I've just, recorded right straight through. I haven't decided where I'm going to chop. Yes, this is still the first video because we played cups for you guys. So every cup competition we showed. So this is what, 4 games for this video? Nice. Maybe 2 or 3 for next video, and then another 3 or 4 in October. So again, if you like, leave a like. If you have a question, put it down below. Probably won't have many of those, so I will respond 100% to everybody. If you have a comment, leave it down below. A suggestion, leave it down below. If you want to see more of these videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button so you will get notified as long as you hit the bell every time I post a video. I will do a training video coming up. I will do a scouting video, my lower league only way to scout video. Could be a 2-parter because there's really 2 ways that I scout in the lower league to fully utilize my resources, especially in staff. So long for now. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, go Bills.